got one for you. A congressman, a pedophile, and a homosexual walk into a bar. And that's just the first guy. I'm referring, of course, to Representative Mark Foley, who has dominated the headlines for the last 3 weeks. In case you haven't seen any of this, these transcripts, I'll present some here. I mean, what kind of world are we living in? I mean, this is crazy. Out there is a 16-year-old boy who's made a little horny by Mark Foley. That's insane to me. So on the one hand, we have Mark Foley. And then we have House Speaker Dennis Hastert, who apparently knew there was something wrong, or at least should have suspected there was something wrong, and did nothing about it. Now here's the part that gets me. What makes a good leader is somebody who can make good decisions. Now here we have Dennis Hastert and Mark Foley. These are two homosexual men that are members of the Republican Party. Now if that's not an indication that you make poor decisions, I don't know what the hell is. Now in response to this crisis, Representative Ray LaHood from Illinois said there's a problem with the page system because it's flawed and it needs to be analyzed and we need to reconsider this page system. The page system is flawed because some 52-year-old man wanted to bang some 16-year-old? I don't think that's a flaw within the page system. That's like after McVeigh bombed the building in Oklahoma to say there's a problem with the rental truck system in this country. Nice try, LaHood. I think the problem here has to do with something about the Republican Party being a sexually repressed organization. Obviously, we all know repression can result in perversion. And somewhere along the lines, the weight of all this sexual repression has caused Mark Foley to snap. Now, if he wasn't a member of the Republican Party and he wasn't so repressed, perhaps he'd just be a happy, accepting homosexual at home with his domestic partner right now, looking at Bertoya chairs in the Design Within Reach catalog. I'm beginning to question our country's value system. I'm not going to excuse what Mark Foley did, but let's put it in the big picture. Compared to lying to start a war and sending 135,000 American young people to Iraq, killing an estimated 650,000 Iraqis, really sending dirty IMs to a 16-year-old boy doesn't seem that bad. Yet, when this news broke, Mark Foley resigned immediately. On the other hand, George Bush was reelected. So I'm not sure where our value system's at. You gotta throw some of this on Clinton. I'm gonna partially blame Clinton on this. After all, the Republicans spent 2 long years talking about that blowjob, day in, day out. They're still talking about Clinton's blowjob. Now, that's not easy on anyone. You have a repressed group of men, and then you throw in the frustration of talking about another man's blowjob for 2 years, and you just got a time bomb ticking. Here's Foley sitting around talking, all the while trying to repress his own sexuality. I think Mark Foley just snapped. He got up one morning, and he said, fuck this, I'm through talking about other people's blowjobs, I want my own blowjob, and I want it from a 16-year-old boy.